Nestled in the peaceful landscape of County Kildare, Castledermot is one of Ireland's hidden monastic treasures, where layers of early medieval history survive in remarkable detail. Founded in the early Christian period, and traditionally associated with St. Diarmuid, the site became an important religious and cultural centre along one of the great historic routes of Ireland. Today, visitors can explore the atmospheric remains of the medieval monastery, including the impressive Romanesque doorway, ancient church ruins, and one of the finest collections of two high crosses in Ireland. The north and south crosses of Castledermot preserve intricate biblical carvings and symbolic imagery that reflect both the artistic mastery and theological imagination of the early medieval world. Standing among weathered stone, carved scripture and centuries of devotion, Castledermot offers a powerful glimpse into monastic Ireland, a place where archaeology, spirituality, art, and memory continue to shape the landscape. We are approaching the south cross of Castledermot, one of the finest early medieval high crosses in Ireland, dating to the 9th century. Decorated with biblical scenes, the cross reflects the theological imagination.
So we have a hunting scene here. The hunting scene, so two people hunt, the hunters here,
yes,
with spears, the animals, so we can see that. So different kinds of animals, but it's difficult again to recognize any species. Okay, here is again Daniel in the lion's den, so 4 lions in upright position, Daniel in the middle. Then we have the so-called temptation of St. Anthony in the desert in Egypt, but there are different interpretations, because you can see these figures have animal faces, animal heads, you see? So we have animal heads, but those heads are not like of wild animals, more like domestic animals. There is a beard here of a goat beard, you see? So it's like a goat with beard, and he's like a cock. You see that? It's amazing. So some people say that, some scholars say that this is Saint Patrick, who is competing with druids, who are shapeshifters. So they change their shape from human to animal-like. But these animals looking like domestic animals, okay? And they are whispering, you see, their ears. They're whispering the spells to Saint Patrick's ears. But if it's Saint Anthony, or it was meant to be Saint Anthony, so like a prefiguration of Saint Patrick, it is possible also to represent Saint Anthony in this way, because in his hagiography we also got this kind of elements of spells and handling demons in the desert. And here, Eve and Adam under the tree. The snake is here around the tree of life. You can see that, and she is possibly passing on the fruit to Adam. Here again, Saint Anthony and Saint Paul in the desert, sharing the loaf of bread brought by the raven, which is visible in here. Okay, so now, so this is the, oh yeah, because there is a crucifixion, so it is the west face, because usually the crucifixion is on the west face, unless like on the north cross there is a biblical scene. So the biblical scene precedes the crucifixion. So Adam and Eve are on the west side, and on the other side there is a crucifixion. So we have again here David playing the harp, and here the sacrifice of Isaac. And the scenes here, 2 scenes are also worn out, but we can say that these 2 figures flanking the one in the middle were angels, because we have hunched, you see, the hunched part of the arm, so possibly there was a wing. And the upper parts, it's quite difficult to interpret. There are 3 figures in the upper part, and the uppermost part there are also 3 figures, but 2 of them are positioned in profile. And in the middle there is a frontal figure. Very difficult to be recognized now. Here there is again, I think, the multiplication of bread and 2 fishes. That's right, by Christ who is standing in here. And here possibly we have again 12 apostles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that gives 12. That's perfect. And here on the eastern side, like only decorations. and we have nothing in here except for this part. We have two figures in here. You see? This part is not carved at all, and these two figures possibly represent the kissing of Judah. Because in Cro-Magnois we have the same representation as well, with kissing of Judah and other figures all around, but this part was not carved at all. So if it's western part, it's like west. So this is north side. This is north side. Yeah. And this is south side here. So south side, as in the North Cross, is filled with the same carving of Christ. We have, yeah, so this is the angel. Quite possible this is an angel. But these are the 12 apostles. I think it was 6 panels, so we have 6. Yes. Multiplied by 2, we have 12 apostles.
The cross combines scriptural imagery with symbolic motifs intended to communicate Christian teaching visually to a largely non-literate society. Its carvings are linking the monument to the wider tradition of monumental scripture crosses found across Ireland. Standing within the ancient monastic enclosure of Castledermot, the South Cross remains a remarkable testimony to Ireland's early medieval religious culture and stone carving tradition.